first of all, the essence of holiness, if it's love, is being other-centered, is focusing your life on the needs of others. And the beautiful thing about marriage and family life is it's built by design for love. In other words, it only works well when you live like that toward your spouse and your children. So, I mean, the 1,000 things that confront you every day in trying to love your spouse, for me to love my wife every day, to be patient with all of the things that come up every day in our lives, to be, truthful and honest, to put her first, or for my children and trying to raise them and educate them to be good, virtuous, people who are capable of living not only as good citizens, but as good Christians. All of the demands that are involved in that every day call me out of myself. I love to, an example I often use, my grandfather wrote me a letter one time on parenting and on marriage, another letter. But in the parenting one, he said, when you have your first son, my son Michael, before he was born, he wrote a letter. When you have your first son and people tell you, Tom, you become a father when your child is born. He said, don't believe them. You don't become a father when your child is born. He said, your children rip fatherhood out of you. They tear it out of you every day, with every cry, with every smile, with every success, with every tragedy. They will call you to come out of yourself toward them, to live for them, for their good, for their welfare. And it will always be available to you every day, this vocation. In a sense, your child is your vocation, your spouse is your vocation. They call you out of yourself, which is the voice of God. To do what? To love. And everything else that's entailed in that. So this is where I think marriage and family life is an example of where holiness really becomes a powerful possibility.